Hey guys, I'm the Berk and I do things, and I have not filmed one of these videos since the very end of December. So this is my makeup inventory and roulette video. I obviously used to film these monthly, but with the baby and everything, I think I'm going to do them once a quarter. I'll update you on the changes in my inventory for each quarter, and we can do a full face of randomly chosen makeup, which is kind of scary right now because I have not been wearing like crazy amounts of makeup lately. So this will be interesting. There's not much more to it than that. I don't really have goals and stuff. I like my makeup collection. This is just fun to see what's coming in, what's going out. I will say at the beginning of the year definitely was slower for me because I had the baby. I wasn't really buying makeup, but it's ramped up, especially this month. So come the next inventory update, I feel like it's gonna be a lot. But who cares? It's fun. It's makeup. Let's get into this. I'm sure I missed something, but Phoebe just went down for her nap, so we are working on borrowed time. Let's go. Okay, so I just used the Google number generator. We'll go through all the categories. We'll let Google randomly choose products for us, and then I'll do a full face of randomly chosen makeup by the end of the video. Everything I use will be linked down below. So the first category we'll do is bronzer, blush, highlights, and face palettes. So for bronzers, in January I increased by 1 and in March I increased by 1. And currently I have 38 bronzers in my collection. For blushes, I increased by 1 in March, and I now have 63 blushes. For highlighters, I had no change in the first quarter, so I had 41 highlighters. And I had no changes in face palettes in the first quarter, so I have 55 face palettes. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to let the number generator choose between 1 individual products or 2 a face palette. 1 and 2, and we get number 2. So we'll do a face palette, so I'll put in 55. And we drew number 7, which I'm pretty sure this face palette only has bronzer and highlight. So what I'll do is I'll also do an individual blush. So I have 63 blushes. We got number 20, which is a good one, and I haven't used in a while, especially because like I have the baby. Like I've literally been using the same exact products for like 3 straight months. So this will be fun to use my makeup again. Now we can do eyeshadow palettes. So I have it broken both into eyeshadow palettes and individual eyeshadows, which includes every eyeshadow in each palette along with all my singles. So for eyeshadow palettes, I increased by 2 in March, bringing my total to 62 palettes. And for individual eyeshadows, in March I increased by 21, bringing my total to 826 pans of shadow in my collection. So what I'm going to do again is pick between 1 and 2, 1 being a palette, 2 being 5 individual randomly chosen shades. This is where I'm a little nervous. Let's see. We got 1, so we're gonna win with a palette. I think I needed that today, honestly. So I said I have 62 palettes, and we got number 21, which is, oh, I have not used that one in a long time. That's an interesting one to get this time of year. Let's put it that way. I'm excited to try to make a springy look with that though. That'll be fun. A little different, a little different. All right, now for foundations. I actually used 1 up in January and I got 2 new foundations in March, and I have 68 foundations currently. I also didn't mention, which sometimes I do, my totals include minis and full sizes and travel size, sample size things. I just don't differentiate personally. So like some of my foundations are very small, like they're free samples. Anyway, let's pick a foundation. Number 60. Also, if I get a foundation that's like a self tan shade, I re-roll because nothing about me is tan right now. So 60. The shade is medium, which I am not right now. So let's draw again. 48. This is a new foundation I've never used before. The shade is called Light Neutral, which might be a little dark for me right now, but like I kind of want to try it. All right, this would be fun because this is a foundation I've actually heard a lot of people talking about lately that I have actually been interested in. So I kind of forgot I owned it. So that'll be fun. All right. Usually I do like eye primers and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna randomly pick an eye primer this month, but just know I had no change in the first quarter, and I still have 12 items in this category because it's both primers and lash glues and stuff. So we're just gonna skip that category today. Concealers. In March, I got 4 new concealers. I don't know why, but I've been on a concealer kick this year. I think it's because I've been wearing, like, at least recently, I've been just using concealer on my face, like spot concealing, and like that's it. So I've been like down with the concealers. So right now I have 35. And I landed on number 17. Okay, which is a shade we can use today. Okay, on to setting sprays. So actually, I've been pretty good with setting sprays. February, I finished 2. March, I finished 2. And March, I also acquired 1. So I currently have 34 setting sprays. We got number 11. Oh. This is one that is not one of my favorites, but it's like one that like, I should just finish it, honestly. So here we go to finishing it. All right, for brow products. In January, I acquired 1 new product. In February, I used up 2 products. And in March, I got 2 new products. And I currently have 56 products. So this includes like any type of brow product. So if we get like 1 product that could go with another product, we could try to draw for 2. We'll see what we get. So we have 56. I got number 18. Number 18 is a brow gel. So maybe we can also draw for a pencil. So let's pick another product. 42. Ooh, this is one from the backup drawer that I don't think I have a current one of it open. So we can grab something from the backup drawer. That's fun. Okie dokie. Next category is eyeliners. So in February, I acquired 1 and used 1 up. And same in March, I acquired 1 and used 1 up. So I currently have 54 eyeliners. And we are going to try number 52. So I'm guessing that's a newer one because it's pretty low on the list. Oh, this is one that I gave a pretty bad review on. I actually even forgot I owned this one. That's so funny. Okay, face powders. Let's see what we got. Actually, I had no change in the first quarter. And I currently have 32. We landed on 27. Ooh, I used this in a recent video. This is a finishing powder. Should I try to do a setting powder too? I might try for a setting powder because I wouldn't want to use this one to set my concealer. Let's try for a setting powder for under my eyes too. Let's see. Number 19 is a setting powder, so we'll use that too. Next is primers. So I've been doing really well in this category. So in January, I finished up 2. February, I finished up 1. And in March, I acquired 1 and finished 1 up. And I currently have 38 in my collection. And we landed on number 2. Oh, this one is a very interesting one. Okay, this is definitely one I have not used in a while, so I'm excited. Okay, now we have the lip category. So I have it broken into lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, and lip liners. So for lipsticks, I acquired 1 new one in March. So I now have 73 lipsticks. Liquid lipsticks, I had no change in the first quarter. So I still have 85. Lip glosses, I got a new one in January, 2 new ones in March, and then used 1 up in March also. And I currently have 89. And then lip liners, I had no change in the first quarter and have 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose between 1 through 4, lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, and lip liners. Let's start with that. So I got number 1, which is lipsticks. And then I said I had 73. We got 30. Oh, I actually don't know what shade this is, but this is actually a pretty good formula. It'll be interesting to see how it goes with the eyeshadow palette I acquired. All right, we have one last category, and that is mascara. So I got a new mascara in January, finished 1 in February, and got a new one in March. Currently I have 28. And I got number 13. Oh, this is a new one I've never used before. So that will be fun to try. So that means we're trying 2 new products in this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab everything and we'll try to make a full face of makeup. It's been a while since I wore a full face of makeup. So we'll see. Be right back. Okay, let's get started. So for primer, I landed on number 2, which is a spray-on primer, which I actually really like spray-on primers. This one is actually from Shop Miss A. I haven't bought anything from Shop Miss A since probably 2019. This is their UHD primer spray, enhanced with aloe vera, and it's long lasting. I don't remember much about this. I haven't used it in a while, so I think it's just kind of like hydrating. I don't know about the whole long lasting benefits, but it's a nice like kind of refreshing base. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. I landed on number 17, which I feel like I've drawn this in a makeup roulette before. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I have this in the shade Porcelain. Honestly, I can't stand the packaging. It really is the worst packaging ever. It's not an all-time favorite concealer for me. It's okay. I don't have anything really positive or negative to say about it, just that it's okay. I'm gonna kind of use it to spot conceal a bit because I have a lot of redness on my face. Not too sure about how this foundation is going to perform, so I'm just gonna touch up some redness. And then to blend it in, I'm going to use this new sponge I bought from Ulta. It's part of the Hip Dot Peeps collection. But I got a Hip Dot sponge in a BoxyCharm last year and I really enjoyed it. So I was excited to see like a pack of sponges. I will say I don't love that this one has like a round top. It makes it a little bit harder to kind of get all up in there. But I get it. It's supposed to look like a little peep. Okay, so that is going to be the base prep for our foundation we're going to try out today. So this is from Yenza, and this is their Skin on Skin BC Full Coverage Foundation. I don't really remember where I got this. I want to say like Ipsy though. So this is the shade Light Neutral. Like I said, I'm not sure if that shade's going to work for me, but we'll try it out and see. It's a little dark. Let's see if I can blend it out, how it looks on the skin. Because I've heard people love this foundation. I've heard of people like fully finishing off this foundation because they like it so much. So I'm excited to try it out. Wow. I actually really like the way that looks. It's got a really nice glowiness to it. And since it's not like the fullest coverage, I feel like it's okay that the color match isn't perfect because I feel like I could sheer it out pretty well. I actually don't know if I've ever... I do want to see if I can get more coverage on my cheeks though, just to test it out. I don't know if I've ever actually used a product from Yenza. I know they're the same company, they are owned as the same company by the same person as Pure Lease, and I really like Pure Lease products. Actually, when I went to Ipsy Creator Day in 2019, the owner of Pure Lease and Yenza spoke, and I really enjoyed listening to her talk. Honestly, I don't hate it. It's definitely like light medium coverage, which is that what it says on here? Yeah, it does full coverage foundation. This is not full coverage, but I like it for what it's performing as. Now, I did pick a finishing powder, but I said I also wanted a setting powder to set under my eyes because I know this LA girl is going to need to be set. So I landed on number 19, which is actually a backup of my Laura Mercier setting powder because I have a whole bunch of like little sample sizes of them. So this is the one I have currently open. And I'm using this Highlight and Glow brush from Moda to set just my eyes. And then I'll go in with the finishing powder on the rest of my face. It's funny though, I really haven't been wearing like any powder like the last week or so. So I'm tiptoeing back into how to do this. Okay, so under eyes are set. For a finishing powder, I did land on number 27, which was in my underwhelming products I tried in 2020 video. And this is the Physicians Formula Natural Defense Setting the Tone Finishing Powder. So this actually has SPF 20 in it, and it smells like it has SPF in it. I don't love this. I feel like it does make you look very, like I feel like it's a very mattifying powder. Like I feel like it immediately sets in a very mattifying way, which if it does have SPF in it, I'm assuming it's kind of made more for like, I'm going outside stuff. Not an all-time favorite. I feel like it's pretty powdery looking, which makes me glad that we landed on something glowy as far as a setting spray goes, because we're gonna need that glow back because I feel like I lost a lot of it. So for brows, I thought I landed on a brow gel, but I landed on a pomade. So I'm just gonna use the pomade. The backup of a brow pencil I landed on was my ABH Brow Wiz, but I for some reason thought I landed on my Benefit, the brow, what is it called? The brow gel. But I actually landed on the Benefit Ka-Brow. So I'm gonna use this because that's what I landed on. But I have this in the shade, what the heck shade is it? I don't know. I actually got this I think a while ago and in the lure box. I don't even know if it still got juice in it. I guess we're gonna find out. You know what? I'm not actually gonna use the brush in here. I'm just gonna use a regular, like, angled brush so I have more control. I don't like using pomades because I have to pay closer attention to what I'm doing, and I don't feel like doing that ever. This brush I'm using is from Billion Dollar Brows. I think I got it in like Ipsy, from Ipsy or something. I forget, maybe even BoxyCharm. I just always feel like I don't have time for how much attention to detail it takes to use a pomade. Whereas I feel like I'm more efficient with a pencil. I don't know if I like this shade. I wish it said, oh, it's shade 3. Yeah, I think in the Precisely My Brow, I have 3.5. So this is not my all-time favorite shade. Yeah, it seems a little warm. Like when I look in the monitor, it looks warm, but when I'm looking in person, it doesn't. So I don't actually know which is true. I don't love the way that turned out, but I'm gonna call it right there. Let's do our face palette. I did land on number 7, and this is from Decay. This is their Symphony Face Obsession palette. It says highlight, contour, and bronze, and this is their number 1. I think they have this in 2 colorways. It looks like this. So my plan is I'm gonna use this matte bronzer here today and this highlight in this down here corner. Going in with this Farrah 50F brush. I'm just going to lightly contour a little. I don't know, I wouldn't really call this a contour shade. I think it's a little too warm to be considered a contour. It's more of a bronzer today, and their bronzer, they're saying, is this like metallic bronze, which to me is just like a dark highlight, so I don't think the shades are labeled very accurately in this, but the powders aren't too bad. So like I said, I'm going to go in with this bottom highlight, and I'm going to go back in with the highlighting brush we used before. Lightly going to hit right there, and right there, a little down the center. Now I'm going to blush. I did land on number 20, which is from CoverGirl, and this is one of their Cheekers blush. This shade's called Iced Cappuccino. I really like the CoverGirl blushes. They're like, what, $2 or something? So I'm going to go with this BH Cosmetics number 3 brush and blush it up. I haven't even been using powder blushes very much. I've been using like mainly cream and liquid, so this is me remembering how to do this. I've been very blush happy lately. I am very bummed that the LYS blushes keep going out of stock. I really want to try them so bad. They're such a good price. I should have just bought them when they came out originally. I forgot. Honestly, this is like, I was very nervous I was going to get like a crazy like full beat makeup look, but I feel like we're pretty in my comfort zone right now. Okay, so for a palette, I landed on number 21, which is my Too Faced Gingerbread palette, which this is definitely not one I would ever reach for in the month of April, so this is going to be fun. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the shade down here called Gingerbread Latte. My brushes are all dirty. Let's see what I can find. Okay, this is an Elizabeth Mott blending brush, so I'm going to go into Gingerbread Latte, put that in the crease, and then I'm going to come up here to Powdered Sugar and blend those 2 shades together. I'm going to take this shade up here that's called Gingerbread with this BH Cosmetics number 7 brush and start putting that on the outer corner. And I want a tiny brush. Let's see what's in here. I'm going to use the tiny end of this brush. This is the Urban Decay brush that came in the electric palette. I'm going to also go in with Gingerbread and get right in here. Now I'm going to take our fluffy brush again, run it back and forth. And then I'm going to take this brush. This is a SL Miss Glam P20, what the heck, 24, 21, 21. And I'm going to go in with reindeer paws right here and gently deepen this up. And then, because it's spring, I think I'm going to add a little bit of Gumdrop, which is like this bright pink. Okay, now I'm going to add some of my glitter primer from NYX. I've kind of been doing this with every shimmer lately just to make them pop more. Put that all over the center. And I'm going to go in with Spiked Eggnog, which is the second one in the palette. Then I'm going to work on blending everything together. Now for the eyeliner, I did land on number 52, which is the Makeup Revolution Flick, I think it's called, liner. I bought this last year on, oh, see, like, look at that. That's the product bubbling out. I bought this on Jessica Braun and Emily Noel's recommendation, but I have not had good luck with this. So I'm gonna do the tiniest little bit of liner. Okay, it's kind of shiny. I don't really love it, but I actually cheated and I added a little black in my tight line because it looked weird. Okay, I added a little bit more blush for fun, but now onto the setting spray. I landed on number 11, which is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I've had this for so long. I just don't like how oily it makes me feel. So here we go. I think it's a very overhyped product personally. Now, the new mascara I have is from Neutrogena, and this is their Healthy Volume Waterproof Mascara. I don't know. I've tried Maybelline mascaras before and I've had awful. Is this even? Yeah. This doesn't look brown. Is this brown? Oh, this is black brown. Okay. Okay. I don't even remember where I got this. I think I got it in some like subscription box. Oh, it's so... Oh, I just put it on my nose. Literally just threw it all over my nose because I went to smell it because it has a very peculiar scent. It like smells like chocolate. Am I making this up in my head that it smells like chocolate? It's like nothing. This is not the first time I've had really awful luck with a Neutrogena mascara. Okay, it's doing... This is like trash worthy. This is so bad. Okay, let me grab something different. Okay, sorry. I feel like I'm cheating, but like I need mascara today. So we're gonna go with my Wander Beauty Mile High Club. Just so we have something, because that other mascara was doing nothing. Okay. That didn't really save the day because like it's waterproof and it like dried on and like I had to like paint over it, but I'm just gonna go to the lip products. So I landed on number 30, which is from NARS, and this is their Velvet Matte Lip Cream in the shade Intriguing. I literally don't know where this came from, but I definitely haven't worn it in a while. Yeah, I do like these pencils. I have a couple of them that I've basically gotten in subscription boxes and stuff. I don't think that color's too bad. I think it's a nice spring color. I don't know. There you go. That's my makeup roulette for this quarter. Honestly, not the worst I've had. I feel like this is something that I'd be comfortable going out in. It was fun using the gingerbread palette in spring. Like that's why I like doing this, because that's definitely not a choice I'd ever make. But yeah, it's just a warm neutral palette, so it works. It works. But yeah, let me know what you guys think this month about anything. Are there any series you want to see come back? Like I said, quarterly is more where I can keep up with, I feel like. We'll see. But there you have it. The face of randomly generated makeup. And yeah, that is it for this video. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!